Hello. Let's put this in full screen. Hello. Hi. God, I have had a very harrowing few hours. I didn't get a chance to watch or see the Microsoft conference because my computer blew the fuck up from a Windows update earlier today, and it's been a very long day. I just got my computer working after about 7 hours of troubleshooting. Fuck Windows 10. It's the worst operating system I've ever used, and I will continue to say that. Windows 10 fucking sucks. You may realize that my microphone volume is a bit lower than usual. It's because the Windows update that they forced on my computer that fucked up my computer, fucked up my microphone settings too. So I've reverted my microphone settings back to what they were before the update, but it's still not working correctly. And I don't know why, and frankly, I can't be bothered to figure it out. So I just adjusted the stream audio to be, I think it should be in line with what it was before. It's just you may have to raise your volume. In fact, you will have to raise your volume a bit, but it should be fine. I don't know what the fuck's going on, basically. But I finally fixed my goddamn computer. God. So I haven't watched the Microsoft conference. I haven't heard anything about the Microsoft conference. I'm going to watch it and record it when I'm done with this. When I'm done watching the Bethesda conference, I'll watch the Microsoft conference off stream and upload to YouTube with everything else that I'm going to upload. But anyway, I started now because SoulCalibur is about to be talked about. So, and you know how I am with SoulCalibur and Tekken. So, even though this is only 15 minutes, I'm going to watch it anyway. I think after I'm done with this, I'll play, like, Miku for half an hour, and then I'll get to Bethesda. But, yeah, I don't know what the hell has happened at my, because I haven't had access to my computer all day. So, yeah. I don't even know how it happened. I don't even know how it happened, because I've... Oh, is this even working? It looks like it is. Because I have... Fuck, okay, what did I miss? I missed Tiny Build and the Microsoft Conference, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, who cares, Just Cause 4, I don't care. I don't know what any of that means. Alright, so coming up, Jump Force. I don't know what that is, Bethesda, pre-show conference, okay, and then Devolver Digital, okay. So yeah, SoulCalibur 2 is coming up right now. So that's what I'm going to watch. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to make the Square Enix conference on stream tomorrow. I'm going to try to, but I woke up... The other thing is I woke up late today. I woke up at 2, and the Square Enix conference is at 1, so I'm going to have to wake up at 12:30. So I don't know. I'll try to make it on stream, but I don't know. Yeah. You know, it's kind of ironic now I think about it. Microsoft made me miss the Microsoft press conference because of that fucking Windows update. The weird thing is about it, I have the Windows Update service in my services, obviously, disabled. I've disabled Windows Updates in the registry. I've blocked Windows Updates in my firewall, and I have disabled Windows Updates and being able to fetch Windows Updates in the event viewer. So I have absolutely no idea how it managed to push an update, but it did. And the best part is, it was only 2 updates, I think. It was 2 updates. One of them failed midway through, and it fucked up my entire computer. So I don't know. And it wasn't the thing, because I know there was an update a while ago that that introduced individual sliders for your microphone. It wasn't that. I still don't have that, so I don't know what the hell happened. I have no fucking idea what happened, but something happened, and it's weird. And hey, yeah, people. Is that Hi-Res Kelly? What the fuck?
It's been 6 years.
That is Hi-Res Kelly.
Fans have been waiting for this one for so
Holy
long.
shit.
Why now? Why SoulCalibur 6 now?
もうまずお待たせしてしまって大変申し訳ないです。ソウルキャリバー自体が やっぱりなかなか会社の中で
I played with her in Smite before.
作るぞっていうタイミングが
Once.
作れなくて、ここまで時間かかって
Played Assault.
Well, first of all, I want to apologize to all the fans out there. I know it's taken quite a while to get this next SoulCalibur installment together, but there's
Well,
been
as long as
a
it's
little
not like the
tricky-
last
I don't know how you
three.
call it, like, we need a little kickstart
AKA
inside
shit.
our company to get this project
That's
off the
fine.
rails.
Well, as someone that has been playing Soul Calibur since Soul Calibur 2, I'm really hoping you guys bring Talon back, but I know it's probably not going to happen. I'm really excited to see Soul Calibur 6. There's a lot of
See his
things
smile.
that you guys are bringing from Soul Calibur
He heard
5
Talon and
onto
he's
it,
like,
such as Reversal Edge.
we're gonna
or-
give
or,
you a
I'm sorry,
surprise.
Critical
I
Edge.
hope.
But there's
Talon
new
was my
things that
main.
you guys are adding, such as the Reversal Edge. Can you talk to me a
So-
little bit more about these mechanics that are going to be coming into the
They
game?
better bring Talon back. Everyone wants
リバーサル
Talon.
エッジについてですけれども
Talon's a great character.
一番最初に何を考えたかというと、やっぱり初
And
心
she's
者
an
の人が
integral part of the
上手い
story
人
too.
戦
So
った時にもう何もできずに初心者の人が負けちゃうっていうことは
They better bring it back.
よくあると思うんですね。
this game looks fucking great though.
一度は
It doesn't look like the last three
同じ
in
土
the
俵で
sense that's
読み合い
complete
をさ
shit.
せてあげたいっていうところがあって、それでリバーサルエッジっていうメカニズム
I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this game.
I think in a lot of traditional fighting games, and even the Soul Caliburs leading up till now, it's safe to say that a lot of times beginners really don't stand a chance against a really good player. Like they're going to get
Yeah.
outread and out executed on every level, really.
It should be like that,
so
though.
I think what we really wanted to do here is take fighting games and make it enjoyable for a wide range of people. So even if someone who doesn't have as much fighting game experience goes against someone who's really good, there's still some mechanics that kind of bridge that gap, so to speak.
So you do still have those mechanics for the pro FGC players.
I don't really like
in this
that, though.
game That do allow it to have a higher skill ceiling.
リバーサルエッジ自体はまずは初心者の人向けにいろいろ考えたメカニックの一つではあるんですけど
I
も
don't really like the thought of that,
でその後に
but we'll see what he says in that regard.
三スク
Because I don't
三
like
件の状況になるんですね
people who don't know how to play the game being able to
三ス組の条件
play well against people who do know the game a lot.
単純な
I don't
ジャンプではなく
like
て必ず
that- 'cause that
ステージ
just-
の位置であったりとか自分
I'll know the best way to explain. I'll wait till he
必ず最適解が
explains this, I guess.
でこの最適
to
解
complete my thought on that.
っていうのもかなり深いレベルまで作って
I think the
初心者の人でもどこかのタイミング
I
で
think what
使
he
うタイミングっていうのがあるんじゃないかなっていう形で
means by that is more the
So of course the
gauge
reversal
system,
edge mechanic
and
is really
yeah,
kind
that,
of a leveler for
but-
mid to beginning players. But like you said, in terms of how the FGC might use it, there is once it's activated, there is this sort of rock paper scissors mechanic that happens, and it's almost like
Yeah,
to
I'm not
read
a fan of
your
that.
opponent. So depending
from
on the
looking at
situation,
it,
depending on the
reversal
placement
edge.
in the stage, there's going to be different situations that are more advantageous to do a certain combination, and I think that's where the pro players are going to have a really cool kind of interaction.
We talked about reverse
Eh.
edge, but I want to move on now to lethal hit. Can you guys describe what that is and how it's going to be affecting the game?
I don't like the idea of reversal edge because I don't like rock paper scissors systems in general. I feel like it takes out some of the skill and introduces RNG, which I think is really stupid.
してもらえればなという
I think that's really dumb.
So lethal hit, it's really very situational.
And that's why-
and how to trigger it really depends on the circumstance. So what I encourage you guys to do is go to the E3 show.
Yeah, lethal hit I don't have a problem with.
で
I don't have any problem with lethal hit because it's like Tekken's rage system, but implemented in the way I would have wanted implemented into Tekken to make it interesting and fun and cool to look at. So I don't have a problem with that. I like that. But reversal edge, I mean, it's going to be one of those things where I have to play the game in order to see how. Still got Taki Scream. That's great. I'm gonna have to play the game to
This is
know
where we really get into the territory of the pros. So
how it
first of all, executing
works
and
and see if it's fine, but I don't
it
like the
is active.
concept
It's
on
already
paper.
a pretty high execution barrier, so that already is the testament to how good you are at the game. But once it's triggered, everything except for the character you're controlling goes into slow motion. So what that enables you to do is string combos that would normally not be able to be put together. So if you can
Interesting.
first activate it and then string together a combo that's very complex, then you know you're a real good player.
So,
Okay.
those combos that
So
you
it's like
worked
a
on,
pseudo
is
combo
like the
system.
3-frame
That I'm
link
fine
now
with,
into
actually.
Like a 5-frame link where you have more time to connect into that combo.
So you have to build meter, you have to activate, and then you can perform a combo. Like Tekken-esque is what I'm getting from that, which actually sounds pretty cool. I like the idea of that. So that's what you've been seeing in all of the trailers then, huh?
通常で入らない
That actually sounds really... I like the idea of
まあ
that.
それだけ
That sounds really
自分が
cool.
有利に動けるフレーム数が増えるっていう
You know, when I was a kid and
Yeah,
playing
in general,
SoulCalibur...
that's the
Oh,
idea. So, for example, when you launch someone into the air, there are going to be combinations that can't be executed because the character falls down too fast. Whereas
Right.
this time they're in slow-mo, so they're going to be... It's going to give you a very big frame advantage in many ways.
You're making players
Okay.
learn 2 sets of mechanics essentially, or 2 sets of combos.
yeah, that's really cool. I actually really like the idea of that. That sounds fucking awesome.
入る入らないももちろんありますしただまあ相手が空中に浮いたら
Yeah, I mean, everything about this game sounds and looks so cool. It's just the only thing that's making me antsy is the reverse large system, but
まあそこでいろんな技がつ
I'll
な
have
げ
to
られ
figure that
る
out.
I think the general idea is that you're going to be in a very advantageous situation. So yes, there are the launch combos. It's not necessarily remembering 2 combos, but just being able to determine in the blink of an eye what the best scenario and situation is.
And once those lethal hits are launched, is the opponent able to counteract that at all, or are they stuck in that slow motion and not able to do anything?
Oh shit, I'm banned.
They're
形になるんですね
basically stuck.
Okay.
Yes.
So we've been talking about mechanics, and I'm sorry, I'm
No,
over.
no, listen. I'm totally fine. I'm fascinated by all this stuff. I haven't played played a SoulCalibur game. The first one I picked up on the Dreamcast back in the day.
Yeah.
Before
Wow.
The one after Soul Edge, SoulCalibur, what was a release title, I believe. And
That was
I
in
remember,
96,
like,
right?
all the
I wasn't
cool
alive
characters that
then.
you could play, like, I
94,
wanna know, just
96.
For someone who hasn't played it in a while, what would bring me into the franchise? Or back, I guess.
Because it's SoulCalibur. SoulCalibur's fucking awesome.
ドリームキャスト版っていう話があったんで
Everyone can play it, no matter
話をさせてもらうと
if you've played fighting games or not. It's fun, it looks cool.
アートのディレクション
It's a great game.
そのやっぱりドリームキャスト版のあの頃の
I have a friend who doesn't really play fighting games, but he likes playing SoulCalibur. You know?
明るい絵作り
It's the only fighting game he plays. He likes it. It's a game everyone can play. It's kind of like Smash, in that everyone can play it and everyone can have fun with it, only it's an actual fighting
It's very
game.
cool that you brought up the Dreamcast version because visually one of our challenges for SoulCalibur 6 was really kind of tapping into that very colorful form of expression in terms of how the characters are depicted. And this is actually a lot harder than it sounds to get all this character in. So the art direction is going to feel more like the SoulCalibur that you mentioned in Dreamcast.
And something that you were saying, bringing players
That's
into
cool.
it, we got to see it a little bit earlier, but Geralt of Rivia, that's something that SoulCalibur has always done from Link from Legend of Zelda to
Yeah.
Yoda from Star Wars. They've always added interesting characters, and we're going to be seeing Geralt. Any other, is there
that
going to be...
new? Is Geralt new to this?
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it because I saw him immediately and I was excited because, you know, but I didn't know it was new. That's awesome.
Is there going to be more characters like that we're seeing outside of different IPs coming into the game?
He's not gonna tell
あ
you that.
の本編このゲーム
Probably not, though, 'cause they've never done that before, but
ゲストとしてはゲラルトだけど
I think I'm the only person who's actually liked all of the guest characters that have come to SoulCalibur.
As far as guest characters are concerned, it's going to be Geralt. That's kind of the extent of the base game.
Yeah.
And of course, reoccurring characters, they're coming back. You have Siegfried, Nightmare, Taki, like a bunch of them. We're going to see them. What about new characters in the SoulCalibur universe?
Yeah, it has to be at least one more.
新キャラクターで出していますでまだ未発表のキャラクターもいますのでもしかしたら新キャラクターまだいるかもしれないということでこれももう少し
You know, the funny thing...
So there's
It-
a recently
oh.
announced character called
Twice.
Crow, who
Damn
you
it.
might have seen.
Yeah.
Using this kind of double saber, right? And
Right.
aside from that, there are going to be some more characters that are possibly in the works. So all I can say is stay tuned for now.
Of
In
course,
the
this is a
works.
fighting game,
DLC
but
then.
SoulCalibur does have a story
Damn.
mode in it. Is that something that we can expect, as well as a character creation, which I think
That's
is
actually fine, though, because you see how... Oh, character creation.
Are we
This
gonna
is
be
something
seeing
I
that
need to know, so I can relay this
キャラク
to...
タークリエーションは
some
この
other
ゲーム
people.
の中で非常に重要な要素ですので、キャラクリ自体は今回も入っている形にはなります。ただまあその詳細については
I think they said that they have to have some form of character
So,
creation,
of course, I
because
have come
it's
to believe that the
integral
character
to...
creation aspect is almost vital in
The- yeah,
Soul
vin-
Calibur.
integral to the
You can
series.
Expect it to come back
But-
in SoulCalibur 6. How that is going to look, however, still remains to be seen, and we're in the works right now.
Are you
Okay.
able to tell me if it's still going to have ties in with the story, where if you play the story, you're able to get new abilities and okay, maybe not. Maybe another question.
Deep sigh.
Thank you, Okubu-san and Mike. Thank you guys for joining us here and showing us SoulCalibur 6. Where can people find more information about this game?
どこでも情報が。
まず E3 で、まだ始まってないですかね、正確には E3 がね。E3 の期間中にいろいろ新しいことを発表させてもらいますので、もう少しだけ待ってもらえれば。
So there's going to be a lot of new information unfolding at E3, so I encourage people to go to the show floor, play the game, and just stay tuned and look for SoulCalibur at E3.
Thank you all
Okay.
so much for joining us, Kobu-san, Mike. And
Well,
of course,
there'll
this is
be
the
things
third.
all
Don't
over
go
Reddit
anywhere, though,
after
because we're gonna be
E3's
having
over.
More games coming up after this.
That was weird seeing Kelly do the interview for SoulCalibur 6. It's always weird seeing Kelly anywhere outside of Smite. It's really strange, but it's cool at the same time. Anyway, the thing I was trying to say that whole time is when I was a young lad, 5 years old, playing SoulCalibur 2, I always thought Taki looked like she was 40. And I was like, ew, why is there an old woman in like in tights and has a younger voice? And now I'm like, damn, Taki. It's the truth. It's the honest to God truth. Anyway, I'm glad I watched that. That was neat information. Neat, interesting information. Anyway, so Bethesda. Oh, it's only in 30 minutes. I thought it was in 45. For some reason. Anyway, so yeah, SoulCalibur 6. Man, I want it to do well. I want it to be really good. Because the last 3, as we all know, have been shit. And I love SoulCalibur. I love it. I think, between the current Tekken and SoulCalibur 2, I like SoulCalibur 2 more. The problem is no one plays SoulCalibur 2. So, as a concept, with mechanics, gameplay, all of that, I like SoulCalibur 2 more than 7. 3, 4, and 5, no. Those are shit. 3 has the down B cancel. 4 is actually okay, but I never really played it competitively, and I don't know what the real issues with it were. And 5 was god-awful, and everyone knows it was god-awful. Second worst SoulCalibur besides 3, because 3 was completely broken. Actually, no, I think it had the down B bug still in it. I don't think they actually patched that. So, maybe not. This is Bandai Namco? The hell is this?
Now, they have begun to merge as
A Naruto game? What the fuck?
are the heroes
And
you
wha-
only imagine.
Oh shit, I'm really fucking interested in this. What the fuck is this? I want this now. I want this right fucking now. In my hands. Where's my money? I want to give Namco all of my money. What the hell? This looks fucking awesome. Is this what they're discussing next? Holy shit! I bet you it's going to have the, like, the normal, you know, Naruto, Dragon Ball, standard fighting systems. But, holy shit, that's what's being discussed next? Oh my god!
Unite.
Holy shit!
Man,
It's
I'm
coming to
trying calm
PC
down right
too?
now. I want to apologize.
Fuck
to everyone
SoulCalibur, I wanna know about
I was
this.
actually standing up on my chair when they showed this game during the press conference.
What the
I am
fuck?
a huge fan of Shonen Jump anime, and now we're getting to see all of them
I
together.
missed this
And
during
then
the
classic
Microsoft
story, of course,
conference.
Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball Z. But then at the end, you guys showed Death
Jesus,
Note,
this-
like Yagami and
This
Ryuk.
is the best way
Alright,
to
so-
learn about
sorry,
this, because I didn't have
let's
to
collect our thoughts
listen to
here.
an hour of
I'm
bullshit.
Nakajima-san, and I have Mike with me as well.
Holy
You're
shit.
Jump Force. Thank you guys for joining me here.
What is this?
So let's talk about Jump Force. Is it going to be a fighting game? Is it going to be more of a freeform Smash Brothers kind of game, or is it going to be story driven?
ジャンルです。このゲームを大きく分けて、その格闘ゲーム。
Holy fuck!
ストーリーゲーム。
I was going to play
本
Miku!
作なんですが、
Jesus
ジャンルとしては
Christ
対戦アクションゲームというところで、3対3
I like the name too, though. Jump was like Shun Jump. That was pretty good. Jesus Christ.
So I would probably classify this as an action fighting 3-on-3 game, and the big, of course, idea
Three
here
on
is that
three,
anyone
huh?
who's a fan of one of these genres can jump right into the game and feel really good playing.
Jump right into the game? You fucking asshole.
チームを組んで、そのキャラクターを切り替えながらとても気持ちいいバトルが楽しむことができます。
So you just pick your 3 characters from any franchise, make a team, and then jump in and out of battle with any one of them.
Oh my god, this is something I've been wanting for 15 fucking years. 15!
Going down the list. Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's not exaggeration either.
Oh.
Gonna start naming every
Slam dunk.
Slam dunk, Jesus Christ.
What was
That
the
would be
inspiration
something.
to put all these anime series together and to create not just a fighter out of it, but also a story mode as well.
この様々なシリーズを一体化させて、その原点というそのインスピレーション。
Honestly, like this isn't, I'm not exaggerating here. I've actually been waiting for something like this for 15 years. This is fucking awesome. Although I wish it was more of a normal fighting game, but this is, I wasn't expecting anything like this to actually exist ever, so.
So many kids in my generation, we grew up on Jump. I'm wearing the Jump
Yep.
T-shirt, as you can see right
Same.
now. So I think a
Same.
lot of us kind of wondered, what if you took
I have a
these
Yu-Gi-Oh
superheroes,
card
all
to
these
prove it. I have an
characters,
obelisk
stuck
to
them in the
prove
real
it.
world, and let it unfold? What would happen? And that's kind of been a fantasy of mine, and I think I've kind of expressed that through this game.
それとともに単なるその対戦する
Holy
ゲームではなくて、じゃあ、ジャンプのキャラクターがじゃあリアルの世界に来たら、どういう風なお話があるだろう。
I'm not going to be more excited for anything else in this entire fucking conference. That is amazing. And if that was shown at the Microsoft conference, best conference.
And of course,
I don't even have to
stories,
watch the
they're
rest of
all
them.
kind of
Best
merging with
conference.
this real world, right? And we're kind of exploring that as well. So it's not just all about the fighting. There's going to be some kind of development that we're going to see in that department as well.
I did happen to
Holy
notice
shit.
an American flag during the fight.
Yeah, that was
what
weird.
Is the setting of the game and how will it change throughout the narrative and why was the setting important?
ちょっと先ほどの動画でアメリカの国旗を見たんですけど、その設定というか、その場所もそうですけど、設定もなぜそれが大事
Yeah, I've read a ton of Shonen Jump as a kid.
今までのアプローチですと、原作のどこかに
I read a ton of it.
いろんなキャラク
So
ター
this
が
is
戦う
exciting.
っていうものがあったんですが、じゃあその現実の、世界で戦う
Like I don't even care what they talk about for Tekken. I don't give a shit. This is
今回リアルなステージ
so much better. Okay, so the obelisk
Traditionally,
code is
a lot of these anime fighters
Hold
or
on.
games like this that you see, we would drop it into something that you would see in the story, in the manga and the animes, in some aspect. But what I really want to do is kind of take a different approach and see what would happen if we drop in the real world, right?
そしてただ
That's cool.
再現するだけではなく
it's
て
Jump
ニューヨークにはナルトのシン
EN037.
ジっていう
Just as proof.
木が張っていたり
I'm not exaggerating here. I'm beyond excited. This is the most exciting thing or announcement that I've seen since
And we
since
really
Tekken
wanted
7
to sort of
announcement for PC.
explore that merge of the anime world and the real world. So you could see in New York, there's the tree from Naruto growing all over the
Yep.
city, and you see Frieza's ship in
Yep.
in Sweden, I believe, or Switzerland.
Sweden?
Right? Yes, in that stage as well. So I think we really wanted to kind of merge the best of both worlds there.
And I think that's also where you guys went with the art direction, because you see these anime fighters or these anime games be very bright and cartoony and colorful. And although this being colorful, it's also a bit grittier and darker. Where was the decision?
I
to
love
have it
the
to
art
be
style
more
for this,
realistic
too.
Instead of just being in the real world, the art direction itself.
Yeah, it does have that
It
looks like it does have that combat system though.
こうリアルでこう
This is still going to be a great game to fuck around with though.
感じの表現を感じるんですけど、それはどこら辺の判断というか決断だったんですか？
そうですね。やはり
Like this isn't one of those games that I take seriously, obviously, and play competitively.
コンセプトの中でじゃあどういった表現がいいんだろうっていう
This is just one of those games I'd love to play and fuck around in. God, that looks so good. Holy shit. The environment looks so fucking beautiful. Just look at that. And then mixing it with the... Oh my god.
So the very high level concept of this game is taking what was real and what is Jump's manga and merging them together. So I think naturally when you start to drop characters into this world, they need to take on a more realistic form of expression, slightly more on the side of photorealism.
Yeah.
And naturally that kind of
And
translates
they
into
made it look
effects and all
so
the
fucking
that is
good.
surrounding them as well.
なので先ほどちょっと
Jesus
言った
Christ.
クラマの表現も実際アニメとか漫画とは異なるちょっとリアルな表現になっていて、そういった今回はグラフィックっていうところもぜひ皆さんに楽しんでもらいたいというふうに思ってます。
And you saw it earlier in the trailer, I think the Kurama?
そうです。合ってます。
Okay. Was also a very realistic take on that. So I think a lot of the enjoyment is going to come from finding out how these characters how they look and how they're expressed. In
Oh, yeah.
Interpretation.
Yeah, because the fighting
One of the
mechanics look
challenges
like
with
shit.
making it
They
realistic
usually are in this
with
type of game.
Balancing all these characters
But-
from different universes is balancing their abilities. So, can you talk to me about the challenges you had representing
That I
all
don't
the
think that's the
different
point though. I
powers
think
in
the
one game?
point is just how different and cool it looks. Like, look at that. That's where the fun comes from, not the fighting mechanics, and it looks great.
すごく大変な作業
This
なん
looks
ですけど
awesome.
ただとはいえ対戦アクションゲームなので
Holy
やはり
shit.
ベースとなるアクションの部分とか基本的な部分は統一するようにしています。その中で例えば必殺技の性能でありますとか、それこそアクションの見た目っていうところで各キャラクターの個性を再現してどのキャラを使ってもとても気持ちよく遊べるというところのバランスで今回考えています。
That's interesting you bring that up because it was quite challenging. You have these various worlds in which the power meters are
Right,
all
I think I
over the
understood
scale,
what he's
right?
saying.
So trying to create like a
Funny enough.
baseline.
I
We wanted
actually
the
understood
first
something
performance
someone
to be
said in
actually very fun and
Japanese.
engaging. So we created a baseline that's kind of a unified system across the board, and we still, of course, didn't forget the individual personality of each character while doing so. So whether it's through their
Mm-hmm. I'm not even paying
attacks,
attention to what
you're
they're
gonna
saying,
see some
what he's
individuality,
saying.
Of course, still go through there.
Let's talk about the mechanics of this game. And you guys say that it's
I-
going to be a 3-on-3
Jesus.
fighter, which we see a lot of the times. But sometimes you have assists. Sometimes you have to die until the next character is put in. Tell me how this 3v3 works.
3対3とはいうもののやっぱり様々なその
And I just I hope that the combat mechanics, because this type of fighting game, usually the combat mechanics are absolute garbage. I hope, I really desperately hope that they're not in this.
基本的には1本になっているので、例えば3人全員倒さな
They
かったら
look like they're a little bit more
So
advanced
right
than
now in,
usual,
developing it, there's one HP
but-
gauge for all three characters, so it's not one.
Oh,
where you have to
okay.
defeat one for the second one to come out.
Oh.
That's
fair.
good.
And so if you
I
switch
actually,
characters,
I like
the
that.
other
That
ones
sounds
are
really
healing
good.
up, Essentially.
あとキャラクターを切り替えたら他のキャラクターがヒールするとかそういう仕組みもない。
そうですね。今回は基本的には1本のゲージの中
Because I never really liked having to play 3 characters. That's why I don't play King of Fighters.
And they don't have assists. They can't. if
So-
Goku and Frieza together, Frieza can't help Goku out in some kind of move.
で一応切り替えは
So,
自由。
そうですね
from what I'm
切り替えは自由にできる
understanding,
ので
アシスト的なシステムは
その切り替えの中で、例えば、切り替えるタイミングによってはそのコンボをつなげていくような攻撃的な切り替えにもなりますし、例えば
you can, and it'll help you if you switch between characters, but you don't have
カ
to.
ットしてくれて助けてくれる
You never have to. You can just play one
So
character
that's
and
right. One HP gauge, no healing, and when you switch characters in terms of assist, there is going to be an assist mechanic depending on the
Yeah.
situation of the character who you are
yeah.
assisting. So,
So that's what I was saying. So you can, and you can, it'll help you, but you don't have to, which is great.
Or vice versa, if you're on the receiving end of the damage, then they can kind of what we call cut or interrupt the opponent from wailing on your guy.
Okay, so cut and interrupt, and you guys said something about a super as well. Is there any other mechanics that players from the FGC would really want to know about and help their level, like other playing?
他にもすごいそういうシステムとか、
はい
メカニ
It's a good question.
もっとあるんですか？
そうですね。まだ発表してないんですけども、そういったシステムも入っているので、今後の続報を期待していただければ。
There will be more mechanics that we are going to reveal as the game develops. Definitely.
I have a question about progression.
Well-
Will we be unlocking
That's not a good sign.
character outfits or anything as we go, or unlocking characters themselves?
まあそのゲームの進捗
And thankfully it's Namco, so there probably won't be loot boxes and microtransactions. Namco's a pretty solid company when it comes to those things. Namco and Sega.
そうですね。
are both really good on that
まだ
front.
詳細をお伝えできないので申し訳ないんですけど、ただやっぱり本作やっぱ作品でありキャラクターを楽しんでくれるファンに向けて作っているものですので、そういうファンが喜ぶような要素はもちろん考えてますので、ぜひ期待してください。
So I mean, it's hard to go into too much detail at this stage, but I can say that this game was developed with the fans in mind first and foremost. So
I would
if you try
hope
to
so.
imagine what the fans might like and go from there, you might not be too far. I'm not confirming or denying anything.
If I had to imagine what anime fans like, that's a big basket.
Well, maybe these anime fans are watching right now and they want to talk to you guys about their thoughts on the game. Where can
The
they
thing
go
is, I don't
to
even
learn
really
about it,
watch
communicate
or
with
care
you?
for anime
まあファンがもっと情報を知りたければ
nowadays, but
そうですね。まあ今回
I used to watch and read it so much back when I was a kid.
皆さんにお待た
that,
せすることなくいろんな情報を出していけると思いますので、また
Like, if this was based on modern day anime, I wouldn't give a single fuck. Honestly, I wouldn't, because I just wouldn't know anyone. But because this is the older Shonen Jump stuff,
に合わせていろんな多分ファンが興奮する情報を出して
I'm very, very, very excited.
期待してください。
Well, as you know, we just announced the game literally hours ago. So, again, going back to what I mentioned earlier, we're trying to
This
really
is
keep
so
fans in
cool.
mind when doing anything, and this is going to be a very worldwide kind of phenomenon. So I might be inclined to say, you know, check out some worldwide large gaming events for more information that the fans might really like.
And release date or release year?
発売日、発売日
2019. Any month?
No.
Any. Ah!
It's on the way. That's all we need, guys. Nakajima-san
Man,
and Mike. Once
that
again,
probably
thank you guys
means
for joining us
quarter
here
3
on
or
the show
4
about
of next
Jump
year,
Force, coming
which is a
soon.
shame.
And to
but-
everyone here watching, don't go anywhere. Of course, we're going to be having the Bethesda conference coming up very soon, everyone. So stick around.
I don't know, with how much it looks like is done, I'm guessing that they only have some more characters to, so maybe quarter 2? I guess what I'm assuming what they need to do. Okay, fuck your hot pockets. I'm assuming what they need to do is they still just need to maybe get IP licenses, maybe, well, definitely design and implement more characters, but it looks like they have the art and the environments down already. Well, at least some of them. They have a solid baseline. So I can't imagine that would take longer than 2019. I don't imagine that they'll delay it past that. That looks fucking awesome, though. Again, I didn't watch the Microsoft conference because my computer died, so I didn't know that was a thing. But oh my god, I'm fucking, oh god, I can't believe that. I can't believe my eyes or my mind. That was awesome. That was fucking awesome. Well, we have 15 minutes to the Bethesda conference now. I didn't expect to actually watch through that, but holy fuck. I'm actually not going to read what's coming up because I don't want to spoil anything from the Microsoft conference. So again, I'm going to watch that later, and I want that to all be my first reaction to everything. But oh my god. Oh. Yeah, again, the problem I have with those games is that fighting system is, in my opinion, the worst fighting system that exists in any sort of fighting game. It's just kind of boring and dumbed down and filled with auto combos, and it's a good visual spectacle, but it's just it falls flat and it's boring. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of like I mean, it's a step down from Dragon Ball FighterZ, obviously, but it's kind of in the same line. The same reasons why I don't like Dragon Ball FighterZ is because it's filled with auto combos, and it's just a visual spectacle with you pressing one button for the most part. Obviously, that's not all it is in Dragon Ball FighterZ. That's why I said to step down from that, but it's akin to that, and that's why I don't like that type of thing. But I don't think that's the point of this game. I don't think the point of it is to revolve around the fighting mechanics. I think the point of it is just because it's a really cool thing to exist, and it will be good to watch and play, or cool to watch and play because of the nostalgia and crossovers. And I'm looking forward to that. I know a lot of people aren't going to give a shit, though. I know a lot of people aren't going to care. And I absolutely understand and agree because of what I said before, but I'm excited for that. Anyway, this is the Bethesda pre-show. Don't give a shit about this. Let's talk about SoulCalibur 6. So my history with SoulCalibur is, I mean, if you've watched the channel, you would know, because I play SoulCalibur 2 and 3 on the channel on occasion. But I play, by channel, if you're watching this on YouTube, I mean the Twitch channel. I haven't actually put anything up on YouTube about that before. But I started playing SoulCalibur with SoulCalibur 2. I played SoulCalibur before I played Tekken. I believe. SoulCalibur was one of my first fighting games. My first fighting game, I think, was on the PlayStation 1. It was called Primal Rage. I think that was my first fighting game. There was another one I played on PlayStation that was some Mortal Kombat. I don't remember which one it was, but I played those when I was around 3 or 4. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I think it was around there. And there may have been one more. Oh, Virtua Fighter and Virtua Fighter. I played Virtua Fighter on the PC. All of those I played around the same time. I think my first one was Primal Rage, because I know my father played it a lot. My father used to be really into fighting games. So it was one of those three was my first one. I know I played Virtua Fighter. I think it was Virtua Fighter 2. It might have been the first one or the second one. I don't remember. But I played that on the PC. And I played the other two on the PlayStation 1. Then for my 5th birthday, I got a PlayStation 2. And around the time I got that, because I really liked fighting games, because those are basically the only games I had exposure to, that and Sonic, and Jax, and maybe Metal Gear on the PlayStation 1. I know it existed, but I don't remember if I played it or not. I honestly don't even remember what my first game I played was, because I was so young. But those were the games I had exposure to, and most of the games I had played at the time were fighting games. So I really liked fighting games, and I saw that SoulCalibur 2 was a thing that existed, so I got that, and then soon after I would get Tekken 4. But SoulCalibur 2 was my first SoulCalibur and one of my first fighting games I played. And that game was amazing. That game I still come back to, and I still love playing it. It's really fun. It's a really good time. It's just a shame that no one plays it anymore and there's no online. Then SoulCalibur 3 came out. I played SoulCalibur 3. I loved that game as a kid. Now I don't, because I realized how much of a fucking mess it was. But as a kid, I loved that game. The RTS style game mode, I still think is really, really cool and really, really unique. Whenever that was released, I don't remember when SoulCalibur 3 was released, but I got it on release day, or maybe the week of release, and I played that a ton, and I thought it was one of the best things in any video game ever, and I still think so. I still think that game mode was amazing for a casual player. It was really, because you can create your own character, and you can create a bunch of different characters with their own unique fighting style, and go out and conquer places and have your character and these other characters that you create take over these other lands and defeat enemies, and when you defeat them, it actually has a meaning behind it, and if your character's defeated, it has meaning behind it, and it was just so much fun, and it still is. And I played SoulCalibur 2 and 3 with my brother a lot, but I didn't have anyone else to play it with, which was unfortunate. What the fuck is this? What? Don't just put your hand at... But I didn't have anyone else to play it with, so and because obviously I was like 6 or 7, I couldn't actually play competitively or go to tournaments, even though I wanted to. More so for Tekken, but also for SoulCalibur, I wanted to, because I thought that would be a lot of fun. I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Michigan, so the nearest tournament, even nowadays, is you have to drive about 50 miles to get to the closest one nowadays. So back then, good fucking luck, I'd have to go all the way to Chicago, and that's many hours of driving. Or train. I can take a train there, but ugh. So, and even then, I was too young to participate in tournament. So, never really played it competitively, but had a ton of fun with it. 4 comes around. 4 is on Xbox 360. It's online. One of my friends has it. I played SoulCalibur 4 a lot with one of my friends, and that I think I have the most memories of SoulCalibur 4. 1, because of how recent it is, and 2, because of that. And that was around the time I started getting more into it and trying to be better at it. But it kind of fell apart with SoulCalibur 5, because we all know how much of a piece of shit that game was. Fun casually, sure, but competitively online, absolute garbage. And then don't get me started on that free-to-play piece of shit SoulCalibur that came out. When that game came out, I thought the series was dead. I thought it was over. I thought no one could take SoulCalibur seriously anymore. It was a disservice to the entire series. I was pissed off that the game existed. I was fucking furious. And I thought SoulCalibur was done. So now SoulCalibur 6 comes out. Was coming out. And my faith in SoulCalibur is pretty much restored. Like, there's nothing about SoulCalibur 6 that looks bad to me like the other ones did. As long as it doesn't have down B cancel, then it's fine. But from what I've heard from people playtesting it, the old bugs that were in the previous SoulCaliburs, dating back to 3, like the down B cancel, are fixed. They're not in the game anymore. It took them 10 years, but they finally got rid of it. So they've addressed bugs. It sounds like they've addressed all of the big exploits that were in the game. It sounds like that they've made the game more fun. They've made it interesting. They've gone back to its roots, back to SoulCalibur 2 and Soul Edge. I'm really excited for SoulCalibur 6. The only thing, oh, and the fact that they still haven't gave in to what every fighting game does and are implementing combos like Tekken did in Tekken 6, which made me not like the series as much. The fact that they're not doing that gives me so much hope for the game, and it makes me so excited to play it. The problem is the reversal system. Now, from what I have heard from people saying, and people who've played it that used to play at a competitive level, on the higher levels of SoulCalibur, you're not going to really use it because it's not that good and not viable, and you're going to very rarely see it. But the problem is that that's 2 pro players that have barely played the game and have only played tech demos, testing the system and playing it. So it's still going to be one of those things where I think we're going to have to wait for the game to come out and to play it, and I'm going to have to play it and see for myself if it's going to ruin the game for me. That's the only thing that's concerning about the entire game. I think the meter system, as much as I really don't like the meter system in general, I think how the meter system is implemented in this game is good. I think it works. I think it's the best they could implement a meter system if they were to. And again, as much as I don't like it, it's okay that's there. I'm glad that the soul break thing isn't, as far as I know, isn't in the game. Because I really didn't like that personally. I don't really care for the whole armor break stuff, but it's in the game. It was never really an issue to me. It's just one of those things where if you break it, it encourages you to do more mids or highs or lows, which is fine. I don't know. It's not my kind of thing. I kind of wish it wasn't in the game to begin with, but it fits with the SoulCalibur theme. The specials, the combo thing they were talking about, I think sounds really fucking awesome. And even though I hate Rage in Tekken 7, I absolutely despise how Rage works. I think how they're implementing in SoulCalibur 6 sounds really fantastic. and it sounds like it's a lot of fun, it looks cool, and it increases the execution barrier, which sounds fantastic. So yeah, I think the main thing I'm trying to say is I'm excited for SoulCalibur 6, mainly because I've been playing SoulCalibur for a long time, and I'm glad to see a new SoulCalibur come out that isn't garbage, and is going back, it's trying to retrace itself back to the SoulCaliburs that I played when I was a kid, and that sounds really great. Just the one problem is the reversal system, and I don't like that. Here's the thing, even if the reversal system isn't too bad, I don't like it being in the game anyway, because I think the rock paper scissors mechanic in any fighting game, the ones I can think of are Injustice, and I think Marvel vs. Capcom has it now, but I'm not sure. I might be wrong, but I know that Injustice has it, and I think that's really dumb. A really dumb mechanic that shouldn't be in a fighting game, because it adds an RNG factor to it, and we'll have to see how it goes. Maybe it's not actually true rock paper scissors, but and maybe it'll be insignificant, but it just sounds dumb. I think the reason why it's not really worth using is because, if I remember correctly, it's because it uses Parvy meter, which can be used for extra damage, increased combos. Keelik has a transformation, that kind of thing, and that's why it's just not worth it, because you're not going to get as much damage off it. So it's just there, like he said, to bridge the gap for people who are newer to the series. But personally, I don't like that. I don't like that, even if that's the case, because I feel like for fighting games in particular, you need to practice and get better at the game, and that the game shouldn't just have a mechanic that makes you do better, because your new one is something that you can rely on as a crutch. I feel like that's bad for the game's health. I feel like that's bad for the newer players, because they're going to rely on that crutch, and it's not going to be good for them, and it's going to be frustrating. And I don't care about pre-orders. Fuck pre-orders. Never pre-order video games. Never pre-order video games. Yeah, I think it's just going to be bad for the game's health in general, but and I don't like the system, but yeah, that's how I feel. Anyway, right on time, as soon as I finish my thoughts, Bethesda conference, I'm not going to give a single fuck. I am not going to give a single fuck about any